So I thought a good place to start would be explaining what technology is. And I think it sounds really basic, but a lot of people are a bit bamboozled by technology these days. There's so many acronyms, there's so many different bits of terminology, and it's really easy to lose track of what actually it is. Technology fundamentally is a bunch of stuff that makes a business process better. That's what it's designed to do. And the whole idea is to try and combine things to make a business process work. The problem is in those business processes, it affects pretty much everything these days. So I thought it'd be easy to explain it in three main subcategories. And if you're a technology buyer, the three subcategories are pretty straightforward. The first is hardware, and that generally is something you can touch. So if I'm using this boat as a good example, the sat-nav device is running on a piece of hardware, and that's pretty straightforward, and everyone will understand that. You've also got mobile phones, that's a piece of hardware. The second category or subcategory is software. Software, I think most people know, are the programs that run on the hardware. So they come with all sorts of commercial implications, such as licensing, and we'll talk about that in a bit more detail in a minute. But fundamentally, software is a very broad and complex topic, and it's quite difficult to get your arms around it, but it's all the same stuff, it's all software. And then the final subcategory is services. Now, services is really the people you need to make the software and hardware work together to deliver an outcome. And there's lots of different types of services, which again, I'll talk about in a minute. But fundamentally, everything to do with technology is around those three areas: hardware, software, and services. So if you're talking about the cloud, if you're talking about AI, if you're talking about quantum, if you're talking about communications, in the main, you can fit into those three technology categories: hardware, software, and services. And if you organize yourself and organize your mind in that sort of way, you can think about the different implications of those three categories from a procurement perspective.